When we think about diabetes, we often focus on blood sugar and insulin. We might think about diet, exercise, and managing our weight. Yet there is a crucial part of our body that is profoundly affected by this condition, often working silently in the background until problems become serious. I'm talking about our kidneys. These two small, bean-shaped organs are some of the hardest workers in our system, and their health is intricately tied to how well we manage our diabetes. This connection is not something to be frightened of, but rather something to understand and respect. Knowledge is power, and knowing how these two are linked is the very first step towards a long and healthy life, even with a diabetes diagnosis. Our kidneys are truly remarkable biological filters. Imagine a sophisticated purification system that works non-stop, every single minute of every day. Their main job is to clean our blood. They sift through about 180 liters of blood daily, removing waste products and excess fluid, which are then turned into urine. But that's not all they do. These clever organs also help to control our blood pressure, produce hormones that keep our bones strong, and even signal our bodies to make red blood cells. They are essential for maintaining a stable, healthy balance within our bodies. Without them functioning properly, toxins would build up, and our entire system would quickly start to struggle under the strain of the imbalance. Now, let's bring diabetes back into the picture. Diabetes, particularly when blood sugar levels are consistently high, puts an enormous strain on this delicate filtering system. Think of it like trying to pour thick, sugary syrup through a very fine coffee filter instead of water. Over time, the filter would become clogged and damaged. Similarly, high blood sugar forces the kidneys to work much harder to filter the blood. This extra workload can, over many years, lead to significant damage to the tiny blood vessels and filtering units inside the kidneys. This process is often completely silent, with no obvious symptoms in the early stages, which is why it is so important to be proactive. The link between these two conditions is unfortunately very common. In fact, studies show that about 1 in 3 adults with diabetes will develop some form of kidney disease. This condition is often called diabetic kidney disease or diabetic nephropathy. It is one of the more serious long-term complications of both type 1 and type 2 diabetes. The good news is that this is not an inevitable outcome. By understanding this hidden connection and taking the right steps, you can significantly reduce your risk and keep these vital organs healthy for many years to come. It all begins with managing your diabetes effectively, which in turn protects your hardworking kidneys. So, how exactly does high blood sugar cause this damage? It's a slow, gradual process that happens deep within the microscopic structures of the kidneys. The main filtering units are called nephrons, and each kidney contains about 1 million of them. Each nephron has a tiny filter called a glomerulus, which is rich in tiny blood vessels. When your blood sugar is high, it makes these small blood vessels work overtime. This initial overwork can actually make the kidneys filter too much blood. For a while, this doesn't seem to cause a problem, but this sustained high-pressure work eventually begins to wear down the delicate filters, causing them to become scarred and less efficient over time. This scarring process is known as glomerulosclerosis. As the filters become damaged, they start to leak. One of the first signs of this leakage is the appearance of a protein called albumin in the urine. A healthy kidney would keep this protein in the blood, so finding it in the urine is a clear red flag that something is not right. This is why your doctor will regularly test your urine for albumin. This stage, known as microalbuminuria, is an early warning sign. If the damage continues, more and more albumin leaks out, and the kidney's ability to clean the blood properly starts to decline. It's a quiet process, but a very serious one that unfolds over years. Alongside this direct damage to the filters, high blood sugar also contributes to high blood pressure. These two conditions often go hand in hand, creating a dangerous cycle for the kidneys. High blood pressure puts even more stress on the blood vessels throughout the body, including the delicate ones inside the kidneys. This added pressure can accelerate the damage that high blood sugar is already causing, making the situation much worse. It's like a double assault on these vital organs. Managing both blood sugar and blood pressure is therefore absolutely essential for anyone with diabetes who wants to protect their long-term kidney health and well-being. The most frightening part of this process is that in the early to middle stages, you are unlikely to feel any different. You won't feel pain or discomfort as your kidneys slowly lose their function. Symptoms such as swelling in the legs, fatigue, or a poor appetite often only appear when the kidney damage is quite advanced and significant function has already been lost. By the time you feel sick, the problem may have become very serious, potentially leading to chronic kidney disease. This is why regular checkups with your doctor are not just a suggestion. They are a critical part of your defense, allowing you to catch the problem before it becomes irreversible. The prospect of kidney disease can sound daunting, but I want to assure you that you have a great deal of control. Protecting your kidneys is fundamentally about good diabetes management. The single most important action you can take is to keep your blood sugar levels within your target range as consistently as possible. This reduces the strain on your kidney filters day in and day out. Work closely with your healthcare team to understand your blood sugar targets and learn how your diet, physical activity, and medications all work together to achieve them. Consistent monitoring at home, using a glucose meter, gives you the real-time feedback you need to stay on track and make informed decisions. Your diet plays a starring role in this protective effort. A kidney-friendly diet often means being mindful of your protein, potassium, phosphorus, and sodium intake, especially if you already have some signs of kidney damage. However, for prevention, the focus is on a healthy, balanced diet that helps control blood sugar and blood pressure. This means plenty of vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains, while limiting processed foods, sugary drinks, and excessive salt. Reducing salt is particularly important as it can help lower your blood pressure, giving your kidneys a much-needed break from the constant pressure. Think of it as choosing the best quality fuel for your body's engine. Regular physical activity is another powerful tool in your arsenal. Exercise helps your body use insulin more effectively, which in turn helps to lower your blood sugar levels. It also plays a huge role in managing blood pressure and maintaining a healthy weight, both of which are crucial for kidney health. Aim for around 150 minutes of moderate intensity activity, like brisk walking, swimming, or cycling each week. It doesn't have to be a marathon. Even short bursts of activity add up. Find something you enjoy, as you are far more likely to stick with it. It's a brilliant way to manage your diabetes and protect your entire body. Finally, you must work as a team with your doctor and follow your prescribed treatment plan. This includes taking your diabetes medications exactly as directed. Some people may also be prescribed specific medicines, like ACE inhibitors or ARBs, to help lower blood pressure and provide an extra layer of protection for the kidneys, even if their blood pressure isn't high. And of course, if you smoke, stopping is one of the best things you can do. Smoking damages blood vessels and can make kidney disease worse. Regular checkups, including blood and urine tests, are your early warning system, so never skip them. It is easy to feel overwhelmed by the potential complications of diabetes, but I want to end on a message of hope and empowerment. The story of your health is not yet written, and you are the primary author. While it is true that diabetes increases the risk of kidney problems, it is by no means a certainty. The progression from healthy kidneys to kidney disease is not a rapid slide, but a slow walk, and you have the power to change direction at any point along the way. Every healthy meal you choose, every walk you take, and every time you take your medication as prescribed, you are actively defending your kidneys. Think of it this way. The very same actions that help you manage your diabetes are the exact same actions that protect your kidneys. There is no separate, complicated plan you need to follow. Good diabetes care is good kidney care. By focusing on keeping your blood sugar and blood pressure in a healthy range, you are providing your entire body with the best possible conditions to thrive. This proactive approach not only shields your kidneys, but also protects your heart, your eyes, and your nerves. It is a holistic strategy where every positive action creates a ripple effect of benefits throughout your system. Never underestimate the power of small, consistent changes. You do not need to overhaul your entire life overnight. Start with one small goal, such as adding a 10-minute walk to your daily routine or cutting out sugary drinks. Once that becomes a habit, add another small goal. These incremental steps build on each other, creating powerful momentum over time that leads to significant, lasting improvements in your health. Celebrate your successes along the way, no matter how small they seem. Each one is a victory in your journey towards lifelong wellness and is a testament to your commitment. I encourage you to be an active participant in your healthcare. Ask questions, share your concerns, and seek support when you need it. You are not alone on this journey. Your healthcare team, your family, and communities of others living with diabetes are all valuable resources. I would love to hear from you. What are the small steps you are taking to protect your health? What questions do you have? Sharing our stories and learning from one another can be incredibly powerful. Remember, with the right knowledge and consistent effort, you can live a long, vibrant, and healthy life, with your kidneys working well for years to come.